I've been recognizing the content on my YouTube studio, so this one is definitely going to be another rips video. Not gonna be anything else because I've been getting more comments on the rips videos than anything else. So we're gonna test that, and this is gonna be a two-part video, by the way. So getting to the comments. So on one of the videos, how did you get max odds from Vesco Zoe? I believe that is one day ago. I think I put in $20 or $30, one of the two, did some rips and all that stuff, and then I freaking shipped the card out. That was the PSA 10 that I got, the Blaziken that I got, and after I did that and pulled my money out, I had max odds. I don't know if you get your max odds when you get a card shipped to you, or if it's just when you like deposit or withdrawal. But I know I had max odds, I believe, in the Blaziken video. I have to go back and check, but I did have max odds after that video, and I started doing max odds ever since. So another person said, cool videos, bro. I have opened up almost 800 packs. So that is another thing that is going to be interested to test out in future videos, because I do plan on doing more rips videos. But that is how many packs you open. Does that determine if you're going to get a grail or not? People say, or I've heard people say online, that getting a grail is almost like hitting the lottery. So is this in correlation with how many packs you open, or is this just going to be at random? Like, so say somebody opens up 5 packs, what if they get a grail? Like, is it, you know, the correlation to that? I like the odds. I like testing these odds oddly. So far right now I've opened up 1,300, so 1,335 packs opened so far. Biggest pack so far is 177, and that's when I joined in March. So it's kind of crazy. It's March, yeah, into April. So I haven't been on this for a while now. Opened up 1,335. I know people have put in crazy work on this. Like, I know people who have already put in crazy money. Like the comment here, it says Triumph is a straight scam. I put in 5,000 and didn't get any card worth 500. So this is another thing that I feel like testing it is, I wouldn't go to the extreme and put 5,000 in, but I will say having 5,000, there's different like levels to test out. So especially like with this, what I've noticed so far with pulling packs, if you're doing $1, it's kind of a waste of a time if you don't have anything over, like, I would say $50 in there, because I really think pulling a grail is going to take a lot of money. In the same sense, like me doing max pulls, which I'm gonna pull up in the video right now because it's a long video. I might have it already playing, but me doing max pulls, like I've been doing max pulls for a while in the video, and I really didn't get a grail, like a grail, like I didn't get a grail. So like I really think the odds of getting a grail is going to be impossible. I wouldn't say impossible, but it's like it's going to feel impossible. You're going to spend a lot of money. So in reference to the person that spent 5,000 and they didn't get a card worth 500, I wouldn't open up a pack no higher than, or the minimum pack I would open is $50, and I would do max pulls on $50, because you got to think about the chances. Instead of thinking about how much money you spent, think about the chances, because if you put it in that perspective, you have to give yourself some wiggle room. So number one, $5,000. So with $1,000 pool, you only have 5 chances compared to with a $50. Like, it's a lot more chances that, especially if you're doing it on max, you can hit and possibly make more money. I would say this is very similar to slot machines on a casino. You have an odd to do a minimum and, you know, risk say a penny, but you do have times where you can risk $2 and, you know, make more money. So very similar to that is how I would do it. Another person, Dallas Taylor, said they're straight to it, I believe, but I'll show you like fireworks if you get, oh, that's talking about, yeah, the fireworks, which I didn't know about. But the main thing to talk about in the video right now, for sure, for the rest of the video, is would you recommend max? And I told this person, I would say Ryo 14 hours ago, he said, would you recommend max? And I told him, I feel like currently it's a great option, but only if you accept that you will lose a lot. My next video will be about it, which is this video, and pretty much I'm gonna just talk about it. Because another person, Violence 9101, said max $1, you'll hit 1 out of 10 to 12 cards for sure. And I said, without a doubt. And he said, got y'all. So in the making of this video, I'll be showing Ryo how max would go, because it's going to be playing throughout the video. So hopefully you're watching this, because in my opinion, I'd rather me test my money and gamble with it, or just have it out there so people can actually see the example of how it may work, because I'm not sponsored. I'm not connected to them at all. They have their ambassador program. I have emailed them before, but I was thinking in a sense, like, I'd rather not go that route, because overall I just don't want to like get automatically connected, because I don't even think I'm gonna be playing this for long. Once I get like a good collection, I think I'm gonna be done. Like, that's pretty much it, because I really do think this app is fun. It's entertaining for me. It can kill some time. Like, the whole pack opening was 20 minutes, so this video may be 20 to 20 minutes long. You'll just be seeing packs open on the side. But getting into it, Violence 9101 is correct. Like, when you look at the odds, 90 to 10, I don't believe it's hard to count the packs that you see once you open up a pack. I think there's at least 8 packs, so those odds kind of get dwindled down. But if you just take 90-10 and you just split that into a ratio, it's really accurate with that, 10 to 12. So honestly, looking at the packs that I'm opening now, I'm gonna look in my phone because I screen recorded. Everybody's gonna be looking at the screen recording, by the way. This is screen recording from Thursday. This was at 12:27 at night. And let me get a little bit more detail. This Thursday, April 23rd, 12:27 at night. And that's another thing. I don't know if nighttime affects it at all, but I don't know. I'm trying to test the best method. Like, does it affect it if more people are on the app? Does it affect it if more people are getting stuff shipped? But like in the video, it was just it was unbelievable for me, because number one, I was doing nothing but max pulls, $5, and in the video right now, I think this is after Reshurum, I got a few dollars. Like, I just randomly in the video, I'm at 200. Oh, sorry. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm opening up packs. I screen record all my pack openings just because, but randomly in the video, you'll see me at $291. I only put in $100 in this app, so $100 to $291. And there's at times where I could have done way more damage, but I think I've kept 2 cards. I got 2 cards shipped from this entire thing, or 1 card shipped from this entire thing. Yeah, that Tyranitar, I should have kept that one. PSA 9, $40. Should have kept that one. But overall, it was just like, it was different, because at a point you'll see me, I got a max pull, I hit a grail, and then after like maybe 5 or 6 cards, I didn't get anything, and then boom, I would get another max pull, and then sometimes I would get 2 max pulls at once. So I was literally sitting there like, okay, I'm playing with my winnings money. And once you're in that sense, you got to think straight to casino slots. Like, I already had a set limit that I wanted to take out, so of course I invested $100. So after I got up to like 150, I was like, cool, I have $50 to play with. If you're doing $5 max, you're like, okay, that's 10 pulls. So if you don't get anything within 10 pulls and you go back straight to what you invested, I would say pull out, because you already have to take a fee out of it. So you're getting this fee out, and you pretty much will lose a little bit of money, like $4 to $5, but at least you had fun trying to take a risk and gamble essentially, or have fun just doing pulls and opening packs. But once I got up to $200, I was like, dang, I got 20 pulls, so no matter what, I'm automatically in the clear to just keep opening packs. I could just continuously open packs with no worries, because it just increased another tenfold basically. And then after that, I got to like 290, and I was like, dang, I can open 30 packs, no worries. So in my opinion, max works out. To give you a good answer, max works out in my opinion, because if you do normal, you'll win $6, $7, because the odds with the medium packs, they just don't equate to how much you'll win off a max pool. Because when you break it down with what you get from max pools, which we'll go into depth with that. From a $5, you get a minimum of $1. Okay, so on normal, it's a minimum of $1 to $2 for commons. It's 26% as of right now, because that does change too. 26%, and then on high is 28% for common. Uncommon is 51%, so it goes up. But when you go from uncommon all the way to legendary, you get $7 to $9, and then on Grail you get $9 to $100. So that's basically the same on normal and high, except for the percentages changes for the different types of cards. But when you go to max is honestly where it's at. So if you were to put in $100, at some point you're going to hit a max, and it's going to be a minimum of $25. So it's like, it's really no point of you doing normal and high when you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get $1 back, I'm gonna get a $2 back, compared to doing, say you put in even $50, you do 10 pulls, you're gonna have half your money back at least. Or, you know, of course you're gonna have $1, so you're gonna have another chance eventually you sell all the cards, but it's just like, you're gonna hit eventually. That's the only problem that makes it hard, is the eventually. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I lost pretty much 5 times in a row, and then boom, you hit. So it's like the money goes up and it stacks up. I feel like the odds of that is great. The only questions that I do have with the whole entire app is it affected when I take out? Is it affected when I vault a card? So you got to think of the variety that's in there. So what I like to look at is what's inside the packs. I've noticed that it changes over time. So say somebody has a $500 card for that day, they hit it. Does it affect it when they get shipped? Is it automatically replaced with another $500 card? Or does the pools for everybody get shifted and the odds are kind of slightly worse in a sense to hit that Grail? Like, is it an automated system? Because I know it switches out. Because one day, one of my friends, he had it on max, and it literally said like 9.8 or 9.7%. It wasn't a drastic change, but it was just like, it's not 10%. That's kind of weird. I don't know if because he's in like 2,000, 3,000 area for pack pulling. So I don't know if it's like, yo, you kind of been winning too much, because he's in the profits off the app, because I showed him the app and I was just like, you know, take a gamble if you want, but he's in profits. So I don't know if it's just different for certain users after somebody, you know, ships it out. I don't know if time is in the equation with the probability. So like in a similar sense, Vegas on an empty night, there's not going to be so many hot machines, because everything's slotted for a machine to eventually hit jackpot. So Vegas on an empty night is going to be hard for somebody to win. But I feel like it's different compared to the card game, because the cards are the slots. So like if nobody's playing, there's more cards available to hit high numbers on. But if everybody's playing, then, you know, there's kind of like a limited chance, because everybody's like pulling the cards. Just like, for instance, me, I was like, I seen a $40 card, I was like, boom, let me take it. So then it takes it out of the inventory of cards that people could win. That's just my only logic of breaking it down, considering that the cards are physical cards that you can get. And then like looking at their Instagram videos, like breaking it down, like they have a box full of cards. So I'm like thinking, okay, what if they don't have multiple cards ready for, like, say for instance, $5 packs? If they don't have multiple cards, then obviously the odds do shift, or can shift, if there's, say, a million users on a Tuesday night all pulling $5 packs. Like, that's just a random number to throw out there, but, and say half of that million takes all the mid-tier, you know, $40 to $50 packs or $50 cards that they win. So obviously the odds to even hit obviously have to change. That's just my theory of it, breaking it down. That's my only answer. I don't know if it will answer anything, but I feel like I don't necessarily know how all of this may be affected, but that's just my theories of it. I overall feel like the app is really good. You just have to manage, you know, how much you're putting in, how much you're winning, stuff like that, because I already got a little notebook to the side of the collections value that I have, and I'll do a collection video once I get all my cards in. And then I also have everything documented of, you know, where I kind of want to take it, videos planned out, seeing if I can like mastermind this to like get profit or, you know, get pulls. Eventually have a day, like say I do pulls, I give away a card to the viewers, followers, whatever it may be. I feel like this is a good YouTube concept, especially, you know, you're doing Pokemon packs. People like to go to the stores, which I've just now witnessed. I did not know it was serious like this. I eventually want to do basketball, see if the basketball cards will be a hit too. Just testing it out will be just a fun gimmick, you know, side thing to do at the moment. I don't know how big this could get, but I definitely do know there's a community of Pokemon collectors or card collectors just in general that do like all of this. So testing the app is very fun, because after testing this app, I already see like 4 to 5 different other apps that have the same concepts. But in my opinion, not being biased because I use this app, but just seeing how Rip actually like has a minimum of $1. I saw online that some packs don't even have that. Like if Rips only had like the basketball feature where it was $25 packs, yeah, I probably wouldn't have did anything. But the fact that they have like $1 all the way up to $1,000, that's pretty cool for somebody to just be able to get a nice Pokemon card that they like. Hopefully they do basketball cards the same way, because that would be fun too, you know, get a $1 card that you may like. But overall, I think the app is, I don't think it's bad. Out of 5, I would get it like a 4.2 at the moment. Very high, but the features easy to go. The, you know, the verification, that may be a little bit of hassle for some people, but I've used PayPal. That's the easiest for me to pay with or to utilize without being, you know, such a like security risk in my opinion. So all of it, all in all, do rate it good, do rate it high. Everybody that I showed it to, there's probably like 10 people that I've showed the app to, because you get a free pack. They all say the same thing, that they like it and they're trying to get like strategies from me on how to pull cards. And that's really all I have. What do you guys think is the best method? Because I know somebody out there has a great method on pulling these packs. So let me know if you have a great method to pulling the packs, whether it may be swiping to the right 4 times and then choosing a pack, or doing normal pack, high pack, and then a max pull pack. Like, you know, give me the sauce. Somebody has the info out there. I need the sauce on that. That's all I got. Peace out. And part 2 will be posted, you know, of course, after this, after I get this one edited, you know.